Mm-hmm. The bundle, oh my gosh, the bundle is ending in like just like 32 hours.
I know, it's crazy.
It is so
It's
crazy.
gone by so fast.
I know it did go by so fast. And we are live, everybody. Thank you for joining for my YouTube channel here at Lissa's Raw Food Romance. We have an extremely special guest. Her name is Amanda, and she's from Plant Creations on Instagram. And she is part of the Vegan Health Bundle that is going on right now. So go grab the bundle. The link is in the description box below, and there's less than 32 hours or so left to get it. So please go grab it. Amanda has her ebook called Want a Date in there. And to do a little show and tell before we get into our topic for the day, look at those. These are the chocolate caramel cookie dough bars that Nate and I made. Oh
They
my
look
gosh.
so good.
They look so good. So thanks for joining, Amanda.
Yes, of course. Thanks for having me. I'm super excited to talk with you. And
Yep.
thank you for making my recipe. That's awesome to see. I've been following your work for many years, so it's really cool to see you guys enjoy one of my recipes.
Yes. And Nate is like, well, now that we made that one, we have to make a bunch more
Yeah,
because they're so good.
exactly.
They are
Thank
so
you.
good. So what are you making for us today, Amanda?
Yeah, so my book in the bundle is called Want a Date, and hence the name Want a Date. They're all sweetened with dates. Dates is the main ingredient in all the recipes in my book. And they're all very easy, especially with the help of a food processor, which you do need for most of the recipes in the book. But they all come together very, very quickly. And you'll see they're all minimal ingredients, very easy to make, good to get kids in the kitchen with you, and get them excited about eating healthy desserts, and get away from the refined sugar and the processed junk. So the recipe that I'm going to make today is my no-bake raw vegan carrot cake bars. So obviously, if you're a fan of carrot cake, you'll love this one. They're very easy to make, and yeah, I'm excited to make them here.
Woo! I know Nate. We need to make that one too because that's one of Nate's favorite things is carrot cake. So,
Yeah.
yep, that's on our
So
list of things to make. So,
yes, I saw you guys made the raw brownies too. That was
yes,
a good
yes, we
one.
made the raw brownies too because we couldn't
Yes.
help it. Bundle time is so much fun. And I love the bundle so much because there's something for everybody in there. And you don't have to be a raw vegan to enjoy raw food. And if
No.
you're a raw vegan, there's cooked things in there you can make for your friends and family. Like there's something for everybody.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not a fully raw vegan, but I do eat a lot of raw food
Mhm.
but I definitely whole food plant-based and have been for many years. And I know we wanted to talk about the importance of, incorporating more raw food. And like you said, you don't need to be fully raw to benefit from, or even vegan to benefit from adding more raw foods into your life. And, whether it's desserts or savory meals, there's so many fun, easy ways to do so, to add in more fresh fruits and vegetables and just raw sprouted living foods as well. And it's just so important. And so many reasons why that we could get into, but it's just one way to show yourself that you love yourself and that you care and like you want to nourish your body with real food.
Mhm.
And there's just so many good reasons to add more raw food into your life for sure.
Exactly. And we made on Chef AJ Live, we made our carrot zucchini
So
sushi.
good.
Woo! And yeah, the sushi book is in the bundle. So there's 160 recipes for sushi in there. And we also made today in our school community, check these out. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to be really careful with
Those
those,
look so good. I saw you on Chef AJ with those, and those are
right?
so pretty.
Yeah, so this is the veg salad, and this recipe for those who are watching is in Make It Raw Volume 4 that I wrote with Chef AJ. So there's that as well. And like when you're talking about savory, it's like these kinds of things you can make when you like just trying to add more fresh food
Yeah.
into your life.
Exactly. And I've always loved like your approach to it. You make things look so pretty and so aesthetically pleasing. And so it really pulls people in. It's like, whoa, what is that? And then once you learn that it's all raw too, it's like, oh my gosh. Like, so it just makes it more exciting too. Cause I think a lot of people have the misconception that, eating plant-based or vegan or raw especially is just so like bland and boring. And you're just having these boring salads or you're just munching on like plain celery or something. And we love salads, don't get me wrong, but there's so many fun ways to make,
Mhm.
exciting meals and different healthier versions of desserts and meals that we used to love. And because I know your story a little bit, you used to eat the standard American diet as well, and lots of junk food and that kind of thing. So it's just such a fun way to get creative in the kitchen with different ingredients. And there's so much you can do with plants and raw food, especially.
Yeah,
And
and it's amazing. Because when I was eating the standard North American diet, you eat like the same few foods, just
yeah,
made different ways. Like wheat is made into different pastas
yeah,
and different breads, and it's still wheat, and most people are eating the same four animals and their products or whatever.
yeah,
But when I went raw, I started eating so much more variety of food that I was, like I ate stuff that I never ate before. And when people say
yeah.
like, "Oh, isn't it restrictive?" I'm like, before I was actually eating pretty restrictive.
Yeah, yeah, it's funny you say that because a lot of people that eat animal products and eat meat say they think it's so restrictive, and that's a good point that most people are eating the same 3 to 4,
Mm.
animals and types of things on their plate. So it's just like dates, for example. And we're talking about dates. Like I had never even had a date before when I was a kid. I was so hooked on the processed sugar and all the refined stuff, and I didn't even really know what a date was. And now, I incorporate them all the time. So it's just
Mhm.
one example of that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny that you said that too, because I never had a date until I went raw either.
Yeah.
It's like so funny how we just don't have these things in our life.
No.
And somebody in the chat, Jean, is saying so much color in raw foods. And that's
Yeah.
something that's missing as well in the standard North American diet. I like to call it 50 shades of beige because
Yeah.
it's
It's
just,
all brown.
yeah, it's all brown or gray and
Yeah.
kind of like bland, like no bland color, and it's
Yeah.
overstimulating with like so much oil and salt and the processed sugar like you're talking about.
Yeah.
But the colors are amazing, like those like it's like the
Yeah.
colors are
That's so
just
pretty.
so
It just makes you want to eat it. Like,
yeah, right. And then we also have we made this too. Nate made this one. This is the chickpea salad mash. This is
so
we have
good.
purple daikon radish in there. Like it's so cool to have so many different colors. And I have never eaten more purple foods in my entire life than when I went raw.
Right? I know. It's so fun too.
It is.
Um,
So what did we do in here?
yes. So I have my food processor and I'm starting with, of course, dates. You want to make sure the one I'm using the Julie's brand dates. Those are always very soft and those are one of my favorites. But the date lady also, I love hers. And she has speaking of the bundle, the vegan health bundle, she's got a discount code in there. So you can go get some dates with her code and then make these recipes.
I love that. I know Carrie, I did a live with Carrie and she was mentioning that. She's like, "Oh yeah, if you buy the bundle, you get Amanda's book and then you get a coupon so you can buy the
Yeah,
date to
there
make
you
Amanda's recipes."
go. So I added the dates in the food processor. If your dates aren't very soft, you can always soak them in a little water just to soften them up a little bit. And then of course, carrot cake bars wouldn't be complete without some shredded carrots. So I'm going to add the carrots in the food processor with the dates. And then we also have some unsweetened shredded coconut we're going to add in there.
Mmm. Look
And then we
at
have
that.
some carrot cake spices. So I have cinnamon, a little ginger, clove, and nutmeg in here. And for the base, that's pretty much it. Oh, don't want to forget the walnuts. I soaked some walnuts. So we have those, and I'm just going to add those in there as well. So you'll see pretty much all the recipes in my book. They're this simple. You just throw everything in the food processor. And people say they don't have time to cook or they don't have time to do this, which I get. People are busy, but this doesn't take very long at all. And you just make it and then pop it in the freezer, and it's pretty much ready to go.
Ooh, what's that? Oh, a little salt.
A little pinch of salt. Yeah.
Yep. You could,
Bring up
know
the
what?
flavor.
We use miso.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah, so we put miso in. Another thing that I'd like to mention to everyone watching, number one, go get the bundle because Amanda's recipe book is in there. And the second thing I'd like to mention is Nate made the cookie dough bars yesterday afternoon and we ate them and we were just like, this is so amazing. And he wanted extra. So he made another batch. And just to let you know how easy it is, Nate, two
Yeah.
batches yesterday in amongst all of the things we were doing.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like I like showing people that, you can have delicious tasting foods on this type of lifestyle, but also it doesn't have to take a lot of time either, because people
Mhm.
think that it just takes too much time. And if you want to spend hours in the kitchen, go for it. But you don't have to.
Exactly.
Okay, so it might be a little loud for a minute, but I'm just going to pulse this up and process it until it all comes together.
Very nice. Very nice. Look at that. Which food processor do you use? Which one do you like?
This one's the Cuisine Art. I had an old Hamilton Beach one that I used for years, but the lid got all messed up. I finally had to get a new one. But this one works really well.
Very nice. Very nice. Oh, we have a in the chat. Judith is saying, I made Amanda's carrot cake yesterday and it was delicious. Thank you,
Oh, that's
Amanda.
awesome.
Oh, yes,
Thank
it
you.
is.
That's cool.
She said, I bought the bundle and I can't wait to make Lissa's wrap recipes. Looking forward to viewing all of the options. Yeah, so in the bundle, this year, we have the Everything But the Bagel wrap inside our video class. So we teach, it's a 3-hour class and it doesn't take 3 hours to make the wraps. But it's like, we like to talk and we went over every single detail, like how to chop them, how to batch chop them, how to blend and pour and dehydrate, and how to store and travel and fill and you name it. We did it
Wow.
all. Yeah, and we also in that class made the sprouted chickpea mash, and we filled the wraps with this. So yes, the wrap recipe for Everything Bagel is in the bundle too. So link is in the description box below, guys.
Yes. I want to make that chickpea, because I make like a chickpea salad, but it's not. I need to sprout the chickpeas and just do it raw. I need to
Yeah.
just do it that way.
They're so cool. And when you freeze the chickpeas, like you sprout them first, so you soak them
Yeah.
for 48 hours and then sprout them for 24 hours. And then once they're, you don't need little long tails, just like they don't even need tails at that
Yeah.
point. But you rinse them really well and then you freeze them. And we like to freeze them in 1-cup containers, so it's easy to
Okay.
just grab a cup out of the freezer. And when you thaw them, they're softer. So
Oh,
they're a
okay.
lot. I mean,
The
they're
kind
not,
of the texture a little bit.
yeah, they're not quite like canned or
Yeah.
cooked, but they're softer than the straight up fresh sprouts. And
Yeah.
so that makes it really nice to have like, a little different texture. We like to soak them in spices and then throw them on a salad. So there's some options.
Yeah, that's such a good idea.
Hmm.
So the carrot cake, I just blended it and it's all stuck together. I'll put on there too. And I just have a little dish lined with parchment paper. So I'm just going to spread it in there into an even firm layer. And then
Very cool.
I'll make the frosting to go on there.
The frosting is the best part.
Can't forget that with carrot cake. You got to have the
Right.
frosting.
Noi in the chat is asking, I have frozen carrots shredded. Will that work? Or is it best to use fresh?
Yeah, I haven't tried it with frozen, but I'm sure if you just let them thaw out a little bit, totally would work for sure. Because you're going to be adding them back in the freezer anyway, so I think it would be fine.
Totally, exactly. I mean, when they thaw, they might be a little watery, so you
Yeah,
could
maybe
squeeze
squeeze out the water.
Totally.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this. Yeah, the cheese or the cheese icing,
Yeah.
cream cheese icing, the classic on top of the carrot cake. That's like, whew, I'm excited to see. So while you're doing that, what is your favorite thing from in the bundle? Or favorite things? Because there's so many.
There's so much in there. I really love Raw Chef Yen. She has her raw vegan, like Chinese takeout stuff in there. And then she also has her Ninja Creamy Copycats ice cream book, all raw vegan ice creams. And I got a Ninja Creamy last year. So I'm excited to try some of her recipes out for sure.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
She has like a strawberry cheesecake one and just all these amazing looking flavors. And
yeah,
so,
she is a
really
flavor queen. She's
yes.
really, really good. And those Chinese takeout, like I was a big Chinese takeout lover before I went raw. I'm like, I would just like sometimes at like late at night, I would just drive to the food court in the mall. I was just so, yeah, it was so crazy. Tracy's asking in the chat, do we leave the raw carrot cake in the freezer after we cut it? So
That's
I know Amanda still has some time. So yeah.
Yeah. So that's how it looks in the pan. So yes, I'll make the frosting and you'll see I'll pour it on there and then I will leave it in the freezer And I would suggest doing it, you could do it overnight, but at least probably 4 to 5 hours just to really solidify it. And then I would suggest after you cut it, to leave it in the freezer for sure, and then just grab it out when you want to enjoy it. Yeah, it's good to just make a batch and just have on hand when you want a little healthy treat.
Exactly. I know. Yeah. With the cookie dough bars, which I'll show again for those who are new, because, on YouTube, everyone's hopping in and out. But we made these cookie dough bars from Amanda's book that you can get in the bundle. So grab the bundle. The link is in the description box below. But what we're going to do with these, because they are just way too good, we're going to cut them into little 1-inch squares, and we're going to place them on the plate in 1-inch squares. So whenever we want one, we just take one out and then let it thaw on the counter. So, it's like you've got an endless supply of desserts. You just take your portion out as you needed.
Exactly. That's a good idea. And those are very decadent and rich. So it's good. A little 1 to 2 inch squares at a time.
Truly. I know when I saw them, I was like, that's the one we're making.
Okay. So now I have my Vitamix blender. So you just need a high-speed blender. It doesn't need to be a Vitamix, but I have some raw cashews that I soaked for a few hours, and I'm just going to add those in the blender. And then I have some lemon juice to add in there. And then a little bit of maple syrup and a little bit of water as well. Just for a little bit of sweetness.
Maple syrup is I'm Canadian, so maple's in my blood.
And then this is optional. I'm just adding a little pinch of salt, but you can do miso like Lissa suggested.
Very nice.
And that's easy as that. And then you just blend it up until it's smooth.
It is so crazy how easy it is.
No.
Yeah, it's so easy. Judith says, Lissa, I'm so jazzed that you'll teach me how to make those yummy wraps. I'm excited about this year's bundle. Get it, guys, before it's gone. Yes, less than 36 hours left to get it. The link is in the description box below. Get Amanda's Wanna Date book, and you can make some of these amazing date-based dessert recipes. And get my sushi book and Nate's cracker book. We wrote Make It Raw 4, where we made these beautiful, check it out, beautiful veg salad. So you can make something savory and then make something sweet. Yes, yes. Oh, we have a great question. I'll wait until you're fully blended there. Judith is saying, I used my silicone pan for my carrot cake from Amanda's recipe. It turned out fabulous. That's awesome. Yeah, silicone pans are really great. Tracy is asking, can she please, she says, I'm live now. Please ask Amanda, can she please do an all raw vegan dessert book for the raw vegan bundle?
That's funny you asked that, because I was already thinking of wanting to create something to be in there.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Well, we got to connect after. Yes.
Yes, I would love to.
Okay. Let's do it. Oh, Tracy's going to get her wish.
Accepted.
Yes, I will connect with Amanda backstage, and we will work on that.
That's awesome. It comes out in May, right?
Yes, it comes out in May. Awesome. You got a little time. And how long have you been vegan and high raw?
April 1st would be 8 years.
Wow. That is so awesome.
Yeah. And it's,
so awesome.
when I first went vegan, like almost 8 years ago, I was still kind of junk food. I was eating more fruits and veggies, but it was kind of a transition phase of like vegan ice cream, vegan chicken, thinking that was healthy. When now I know it's not, it's just more processed food. Right. But it was easy to transition, and it was going from the standard American diet, it was what I did at the time. But it wasn't until I started incorporating more whole food, plant-based, and lots of high raw that I really started seeing drastic changes in my health and my energy and my skin and just all of that.
Yeah, I know the change is amazing. And the body doesn't need a lot. Like we've said, you don't have to be a raw vegan to experience the benefits of raw food. And whole food plant-based, you're eating whole food, you're eating whole plants, and it's going to make a big difference. And then you can move up to as much raw as you want in your
Exactly.
life. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just, again, yeah, you don't have to be 100% raw or feel like put that pressure on yourself of like, oh,
Mhm.
if you're trying to be 100% raw and you eat something that's cooked, you're like, don't want to like feel like you just failed or something. Just keep
Mhm.
going and just take each day. You always say like, take it each day at a time and say, I'm choosing to eat raw today, which I love. Like,
Aw, I know
oh,
that made such a huge difference in my life. Was just
yeah,
so I woke up every morning and I was like, today I am a raw vegan or today I'm choosing raw food. And that
yeah,
made it easy because we we have this like disconnect with the word never. Like we understand what never means, but when you
mhm,
say I am never going to eat potato chips again or I am never going to eat whatever it is again, it for some people it can feel scary because it's like you're committing to something that you don't know if you're going to be able to commit to, or if you've tried before and you've fallen off, you've reinforced that pattern that you're not good enough or whatever it is. But when
yeah,
allow yourself to have, the idea in your mind that, okay, I might want potato chips right now, but I'll have them another day. Today,
yeah.
I'm raw. And then,
Like you
another day you can,
procrastinate, like you say, yeah, tomorrow I'll do this. Tomorrow I'll go to bed late, or tomorrow I'll eat the junk.
right? It's a great way because we're already
Procrastinate
good at
on the stuff that's not going to be great for you. Put that till
exactly.
the next day,
I
and
love
just keep
it.
saying that every day.
Yep, every day because we're so good at procrastinating. I mean,
Yeah, it's easy
I
to
think we're
do.
all highly skilled in that department.
Yep.
Hmm.
Okay, so I just spread the cashew-based frosting
Woo!
on top. And then I'm gonna put them in the freezer. And like I said, I would suggest at least 4 hours or so, but even overnight is good too, because it really will help firm up. And then you'll cut them into bars. And I did make a batch, so I'll show you what they'll look like when they're done.
Excellent, excellent. And yes, Tracy, that's Keisha. Awesome. Keisha's in our school community. And yes, we're gonna get Amanda into the raw bundle because oh my gosh, we need
Yes, I'm
some raw
inspired now
desserts.
by all this being
Oh
exposed
yeah.
to this raw
The-
food.
the-
I'm like, yes.
oh, look at those.
Throw it on there, and then yeah. So these are
Oh,
the final product. So I just topped it with a little more cinnamon, some carrots and walnuts, and they
oh
are
my gosh.
ready to enjoy.
Oh, those look
So
so
easy,
good.
so good. Have that like that, classic carrot cake flavor with all the spices in there, and
Hmm.
um, yeah, it's such a good way to, an easy recipe too if you have kids and you want to get them excited about having healthy treats and eating more raw foods. Like it's just a fun way to do so for sure.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for sharing that with us, Amanda.
Yes.
Oh my. Makes me want to take a bite of one of these.
I know. Seeing you made the caramel cookie dough bars, I'm like, dang, I need to make those again. I haven't made
Yeah.
them in a while. Like those look good.
I mean, look at this. It's
Those
just,
layers.
I have to, huh? Mm.
I know I've always been a big cookie dough fan,
Oh,
so those are those are one of my favorites for sure.
a woman of my heart. I love cookie dough too. I would, I would eat the cookie dough ice cream, but if I would get a chunk of cookie dough, I would take the ice cream around it and I would leave all the cookie dough pieces until the very end, and then I
Yeah,
would have a bunch of
just
cookie dough.
enjoy the cookie dough. Oh yeah.
Hmm. And XV in the chat, yes, these are raw vegan carrot cake bars that Amanda made. And Keisha is saying mine didn't come out as thick as Amanda's, but delicious. So I think it would depend
Oh
on the
yeah, the
size
dip
of
you're
your
using.
dish.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Hmm. Oh my gosh. Date based. I'm gonna make those right after this.
They're so good, so
I'm
easy
gonna
too.
make them because Nate, like I said earlier, Nate is a huge fan of carrot cake,
Yeah.
and he's on a live right now with Val, and Val is part of the Vegan Health Bundle. So I know those two can talk forever. They were on for like 2 hours the other day, so I'm like, okay, he's gonna be on for a long time.
Yeah,
So I'm
I'm
like,
going live with him tomorrow, and I'm excited to talk with him. We did a live
yeah.
last weekend. That was fun too.
Yeah, he's so fun, and he's got so much to say and so
Yeah.
many ideas and everything. So look at that. Yeah, we got to get you. So Keisha's asking, what size pan did you use to make those?
Let me grab it again just to see.
Okay. Yeah, because it's going to really depend on the size of your pan, how thick they're going to end up being.
I would say, let's see, just guessing.
I know. That's the
Probably
girl
like four,
measurements.
it's probably like 4 by, well,
Is it like a paperback book?
4. I'd say like 4 by 8, maybe.
4 by 8?
It's about
Okay.
like it's about 2 inches for like
Okay.
the thickness. Um,
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, for sure. That's cool. Yeah, so it really depends on the size of dish
yeah.
to how thick it's going to be, but
But either way, you'll still get the same flavors and textures and stuff of the carrot cake. It'll just be, thinner or, and then yeah, you can cut them in, like she said, into 1 inch little pieces or bigger pieces or however you want to enjoy it, however long you want them to last.
right? Exactly, exactly. And Keisha said, I was thinking maybe adding raisins next time.
Yeah, that's a good call. I know that's traditionally in carrot cake too, so you could definitely add some raisins.
Definitely
Good.
add some raisins. And Patty says, looks like a loaf pan. You could probably make loaves of bread with
Mhm.
that for sure. Judith says, Lissa, Amanda, what chocolate brand do you use for chocolate chips or bars? That's a great
Yeah,
question.
let me grab. I can show you. So
Keep
this
those
is my
questions coming.
bag's almost gone because I like it so much, but no, these are the Just Date brand. Yeah, they're date sweetened chocolate chips. They have a milk chocolate one too that's made with oat milk. But these are the ones I like. They're refined sugar free, just 3 ingredients. So
I love that. I know we went, I think that's the one that we saw when we went to the Health Expo in
okay,
LA a
yeah.
couple years ago. They had a table with those specific ones, and it was so cool because it's date sweetened,
I
not
know you don't
refined
see that
sugar.
very often because you see like the ones with coconut sugar and stuff, but you don't see date sweetened chocolate chips too often. So yeah, I really like this brand.
Yeah, it's pretty rare. Yeah, Tracy says, good question. I have some Who chocolate chips sweetened with dates. So that's cool that they have that brand as well.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh, I love it. So what are your favorite recipes other than that in your book?
Yeah. The ones in my book.
Yeah.
Um, the probably I made when I was on Chef AJ, I made my raw German chocolate brownies, and
Mm.
those are one of my favorites. Also very very easy, like this one. And it's funny, my dad, he's probably the pickiest eater that I know, and he doesn't live this lifestyle at all. But German chocolate is one of his favorites and has always been his favorite cake and stuff. So he even liked my German chocolate brownies, raw vegan brownies. So that's saying something. So those are one of my favorites. And then the let's see, the no bake or the ones you made, the chocolate caramel cookie dough
Oh yeah.
bars. Those are my favorites.
Those are like by
Um,
far.
Another easy one that this one you don't even need a food processor, but they're like cookie dough stuffed dates, and those are very simple to make and very good if you like cookie dough. So
Hmm.
yeah, there's about 25 to 30 recipes in my book, and yeah.
That is so awesome. Have you made any other recipes from the bundle this year?
I went live with Carrie from Family Food First, and I made her they were apple crisp muffins, and they were
Ooh.
really easy too. They took about almost 30 minutes to bake, but to prep they were only like 10 minutes to throw together, and they're sweetened with fruit and very very good for, especially if you have kids, you want to have a healthy treat for them in the morning or breakfast. Those are good. And then I definitely want to make some of um, Raw Chef Yin's ice cream recipes and her Chinese takeout. Like you said, I used to be a big Chinese takeout person too.
Mhm.
So to be able to have like raw vegan healthy versions of those things is really exciting for sure.
Mhm.
And I definitely I've tried to make sushi before and I haven't always it's been haven't always done the best. So I'm definitely gonna try some recipes in your book and like follow them to a T and try to
You
make
know,
them.
The biggest tip for raw vegan sushi that I have that can really help you is to do 2 sheets of nori. So you put one
Okay.
sheet down, you have your bottom sheet, and you spray the top third with water.
Mhm.
And then your second sheet you put on top of that, but it's like the bottom third of the top sheet is on the top third of the bottom sheet. So you have this like super extra
Okay.
long nori sheet. And
Yeah.
then when you fill it, when you're rolling it, if it rips a little bit, it's okay because you've got reinforcement
Yeah.
coming, right?
Okay, that's smart. Because when I've tried to make it with one, it kind of just goes everywhere. I'm like, what? This isn't
Exactly.
working.
And
Yeah,
then
that's
when
really
you're
smart.
wet chopping the cauliflower to really squeeze as much of the water out as possible.
Mhm.
But yeah, watch the Chef AJ. And
Yeah.
in the sushi book, actually have a video tutorial showing how to make the sushi, how to wet chop, and how to do the inside out rolls where the rice is on the
Okay.
outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So those are
That's
really cool. Yvonne is saying, for some reason, I can't download Amanda's book. Send us a message. We can try to help there, but I would recommend if anyone's having issues downloading anything from the bundle, try using a different browser. Because usually if you're using Chrome and something's not downloading properly, try using Safari or some other browser, Firefox or something, because sometimes it's your browser that, it's backlogged, or clear the cache. Sometimes it's just the internet on your end that's not allowing it to download properly. So yeah, just either refresh, clear the cache, use a different browser, even try using a different device. Sometimes that helps as well. But usually it's just the internet being weird. But you should be able to get it down. Hopefully, if you can't, you could, if anyone's having any issues with the bundle, send an email to uwlbundle@gmail.com and we can try to help you out further there. The email to email us is also on the bundle website, which you can get to by following the link in the description box below and buying the bundle because it's amazing. Someone is asking, is the carrot cake served frozen?
Yeah, so I do keep it stored in the freezer, but whenever you're ready to eat it, I would just take it out and just maybe let it sit for 5 to 10 minutes. It'll soften up a little bit. It's not gonna, if you leave it out of the freezer, it's not gonna like completely melt or anything like that. So if you want it softer, just leave it out for even 20, 30 minutes.
Mhm.
I prefer it a little bit more like solid texture. So, but if you don't want it like freezing cold, just leave it out for, 20, 30 minutes or so before you eat it.
Perfect. Like you
Yeah.
could take one out before dinner and then have
Mhm.
it nice after.
Exactly.
Exactly. XV is saying, is Amanda aspiring to become raw vegan?
That's a good question. I would say, yeah, I would say yes. I see myself someday being, if not, I live in Oregon where it's gets pretty cold and rainy and stuff, and not to use that as an excuse, but it is in the summer months. I would say I eat like 90% raw. In
That's
the
awesome.
wintertime, I do kind of crave, soups and curries and things like that, or
Mhm.
like baked squash and things.
Mhm.
Um, so I do, but I know the benefits of raw, and I know how amazing I feel. I've done like weeks at a time on fully raw, and I just feel incredible.
Mhm.
And it does excite me too to get even more, because I feel like it takes more creativity too, to like the recipes that you make are just so amazing to me, because it just takes even more like thought and creativity, and that stuff I enjoy. So
Mhm.
I definitely could see myself being, if not fully raw, like 95% for sure. Um, I'm
Exactly.
already I'm already pretty high raw, but especially in the summertime, I basically am all raw.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Exactly. And that's what we're here for. All of us making different recipes.
yeah,
So the people watching don't have to come up with the recipes. You can just buy the bundle and you can download like I think there's over 1,000 recipes in this bundle
which
between
is
the
crazy.
cooked and raw.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know there's so much in here. Someone was asking, Lissa, what chocolate did you use to top your caramel cookie dough bars? We have a 100% dark chocolate bar that we found at Whole Foods. It's 100% cacao. So it's not even sweetened with dates. But we eat a lot of bitter foods, so we don't mind when it's not as sweet. So we used a 100% dark chocolate for the top of ours. So, but that's just what we used.
Awesome.
Yeah. Oh, it's so awesome. Jean says everyone needs to join Lissa's school community, Raw Food Romance. It's beyond fabulous. Thank you, Jean. We were live this morning in the community and we made the veg salad, we made sprouted carrot chickpea hummus, we made the everything bagel
Yeah,
crackers, and we made jalapeno poppers as well. So we did that in the school community this morning. It's been so like it's crazy how
it's
much
so
food
cool.
we have so much food now. It's
Yeah,
like
you're good for the next few days. Right? It's
exactly.
awesome.
Aw, so awesome, Amanda. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. And we are
Of course.
excited to potentially have you join us for
Yes,
the Raw Vegan Bundle.
I'm
It's
up
coming
for
in
the
May.
challenge. Yes, I'm up for the challenge to make a fully raw book for sure. Whether it's
Nice.
all desserts or desserts and
You could
savory
do a
treats.
mix. You could do
Yeah,
you could do dinner and dessert.
yeah.
Dinner and
I've
dessert.
made some raw, like non-sweet recipes I've made before. I've made like a raw zucchini, like lasagna, uh,
Ooh.
raw like pad thai with like kelp noodles or zucchini noodles. So I've played around with raw food a lot before, like raw like taco, like lettuce boats and stuff. And I do have a dehydrator, so I need to start actually using it more because
Exactly.
yeah,
Oh, awesome. I like that dinner dessert idea. We do have a minimum 20 recipes, so you could do 10 dinners and desserts. That'd be
yeah,
pretty cool because I'm sure you could come up with that.
yeah. I'm gonna
And
start. I
yes,
have a little time. I'm gonna start brainstorming.
oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. And yes, Keisha, everything in the raw bundle will be oil free as well. So that is an option. We are accepting this year the cacao and the coconut butter. So those
Hmm.
are acceptable in the raw bundle this year. So, but the portion size, it has to be under 30 grams of fat per portion per day or whatever. So, but aside from that, you can get those recipes in a little ebook for us, and we'd love to have you in that
Yes,
bundle.
for
Yes,
sure.
yes. All right. Well, thank you so much, everybody. And thank you, Amanda, for being a master date dessert creator. You are amazing. We love
Thanks.
you. And thank you for joining us today. Do you have any final words for the people?
Thanks for watching, and I hope you're inspired to eat more raw foods and get the bundle. It ends tomorrow, Sunday night, so definitely check it out. You don't want to miss it. It comes around once a year, and it is different every single year. So once it's gone, it's gone.
Once it's gone, it's gone. Agreed, agreed. All right. Thank you. I will let you enjoy the rest of your evening. Enjoy your carrot cake.
Yes,
And yes. All right.
thank
Look at
you.
that. All right.